All right, man. Let's talk about it, man. Boots was on YSM Media. He got the reaction from Jaron Boots Ennis. He talked about getting the title by vacation. Sound like he didn't petition for nothing. Excuse me. Get myself together. Miles be everywhere. Sound like he ain't petition for the belt or nothing. Miles is just everywhere. Uh, so he said it was out of his hands. They made a decision or whatever. My bad, man. I've been moving and shaking all day, putting furniture together, getting ready to move. So probably have somewhat of a new setup next weekend. So I was, putting everything together. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. So like I said before, man, I just look at it as if he didn't petition for it, I don't see why, he would lie about it because truth eventually gonna come out. So if he ain't petitioned for it, he basically said that it's over now that he got the belts. He said when he get a belt, it was over with, and he can get all the top guys. Is that gonna make Keith Thurman, slide over and see what's really good and fight him? I don't know. I think Stay-Owners will fight him. I mean, but other than that, who are there? Errol Spence moving up, Terence Crawford moving up. Now, a lot of people had an issue with what's going on with Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis. All right. Terence Crawford don't seem to be complaining about it. I don't care. I'm just ready to move on from the welterweight Errol Spence, Terence Crawford era. It's well overdue, and I think we all can agree with that. But nonetheless, I just feel that quite frankly that glad he got the belt. We can move on. Obviously some players out the division. Terence Crawford going up to 54 for the Errol Spence rematch if they do it. Then you continue on after that. Then you got Errol Spence probably moving on to 54. Virgil Ortiz moving on to 54. It ain't nobody there. Regis Progress ain't talking about moving up. So, that's the number one thing about the situation, dude. Like, who is he gonna have there to compete with? I guess his whole main thing is to, get all the belts and then, let the chips fall where they may fall. I guess that would be the agenda. And that's what he should do. And I ain't crying over spilled milk. He the champion. People want to call people email champions and all that type of stuff. He did become the interim champion before he got the belt. So, I mean, I just really don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just really don't care, dude. Quite frankly, it's time to move on. He got the belt. Let's see what he do with it. Now it's like the dude that you don't ever pass the rock to when y'all playing 5-on-5, y'all playing at LA Fitness. Now he finally got the rock. Let's see what he gonna do with the rock. You know what I'm saying? It's the rock. But yeah, it was time to move on from all that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford shit, man. I like Jaron Boots Ennis. I ain't complaining about what he going on. Miles' hair is everywhere, man. I've been on the floor putting that damn table together. Had a TV stand to put together last week, not a table this week. But yeah, let's see what he do. Let's see if he can step it up in the right direction. But it don't sound like he petitioned for it. So I mean, shit, it is what it is. You can say, well, why didn't order a purse bid or why they didn't do this, why didn't that? But we know the IBF got a reputation for moving swiftly. We know they got a reputation for moving swiftly. So I don't think nobody. I mean, it is what it is. What you all expect him to say? Y'all want to shame him and become a world champion? He sat there waiting. Mandatory wasn't fulfilled for what? Errol Spence fought one mandatory in 5 years, and it's still not a number one and number two contender for him right now. And if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, is gonna move up to 54 if they fight each other or not, what we waiting on? What's the fucked up thing about it is the dudes, Terence Crawford said he still ain't got his WBA belt. So you got stripped of your IBF before they even gave you a personalized WBA belt. It's wild. But sanction belt bodies got their favorite. There's different rules. I mean, people can point to Canelo. He can hold up a division, but when it comes to Devin Haney, they stripped him of the WBC immediately. Like I said, a lot of it is just payola. Somebody probably put some money behind the IBF to strip Terence Crawford. I'm trying to tell y'all how this game go. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. and all this shit corrupt. If somebody was to investigate this boxing shit, a lot of these dudes would be in trouble. You know, a lot of these cats would be in trouble. You know, and that's just the God honest truth. But we gotta just wait and see. We just gotta wait and see, you know, what's on the menu coming up next for a lot of these dudes. But I mean, we about to have a gang war over Jaron Ennis, and I think a lot of people issue is, well, they call Devin Haney email champion, but they won't call a Jenovic an email champion, or they won't call, even Shakir Stevenson got Devin stripped, and he fight Edwin De Los Santos for the belt. In a way, you can call him an email champion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't gonna get all into it, man. Everybody got their own opinions. You know, at the end of the day, you just need the Crawford and Spence era to be over with. But he didn't petition for it. I believe him. There was no purse bid set, so I'm to believe that I'm to believe that, you know, they was notified that Terence Crawford was going another direction. Well, there's Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. That's the direction he's going in, which I want Jaron Boots Ennis to say. Now, he said he still want that fight. He said he wanted all the top guys. He said he still want that fight. So at the end of the day, we know he ain't getting that fight. Now you got people say, well, Terence Crawford scared. I mean, how could dude scared and he got other obligations that he gotta fulfill? Which I want him to breach contract, you know, go to court to fight Jaron Ennis and lose money for Errol Spence. Like I said before, when the media got their mind made up, they don't like you, they gonna turn the public against you. Everybody is sheep. I mean, just think about all the people on YouTube who are sheep to ninjas with a boxing channel, who believe the fake lies, who believe the cap that these dudes are saying. Just think about that for a minute, dude. So if a dude with a boxing channel, right, not even a niche sport in America, can finesse these dudes out of super chats, money, and finesse these dudes with lies, and they believe it every time. Imagine what a bigger YouTube channel can do. Imagine what, you know, ABC can do, or CBS, Viacom. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jay-Z say he can get TDS, so I keep one eye on them like CBS. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what they can do. If you getting finessed by ninjas with a boxing channel with no credible sources, imagine what the media can do. And a lot of people sheep to the media. You know, a lot of these dudes are sheep to the media, bro, and it's wicked out here. It's wicked out here. You know, and I be trying to, you know, tell y'all, but people rather hear lies than they rather hear the truth. Let's keep it a beam. People rather hear the lies before they want to hear the truth. You know, and that's messed up. And that's messed up, but that's just the way it is. So we can sit here crying, complain about Jaron Ennis getting a belt or whatever. I should be charging my phone because I'm about to go out. We can cry, complain about Jaron Boots Ennis getting the belt or whatever he got going on, and that's fine and dandy. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, seem like it's my problem. You know, Bud ain't around here bitching, complaining about losing the belt. At the end of the day, the belt, is that gonna elevate him, you know, to superstardom? No, it's a part of the process. Is that gonna guarantee him the belt and guarantee him a fight? No. Earl Spence had that very same belt, and he had that very same belt, and guess what happened? He still couldn't get certain fights. People said, "Oh, I don't want the IBF belt. The IBF belt ain't about this. The IBF belt ain't about that." You know, so we can keep going on and on and on and on about it, man. So I ain't mad, man. I'm glad. I'm glad, bro. Get your motherfucking get your belt. Cause Pacquiao held up the division. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather and them held up the division. You know, but I think people just upset about the inconsistencies of these sanctioning belt bodies. And I'm telling you, it's all corruption. It's all money, man. They getting paid by certain manager, promoters, and certain people. Um, you know, you know, to push these dudes certain out, push these dudes around, and that's why they call it WBO. What Bob Order and WBA? What about we about Al? You know, if boxing was a bigger sport, they should be. They need to get it. It should be cleaned up. So it is what it is. Shout out to Jaron, and there's no haterade over here, man. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Find me on Twitter, Spotify. I'm everywhere. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Hit the link tree. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.